Coming to the stage now. Little girl taking a nap. From the movie The Exorcist, please welcome Regan.
Hi, I'm Regan. All right, guys. The Exorcist is based on the true story. I learned a bunch of stuff. I learned a lot of stuff. The Exorcist is based on the true story of the possession of a 14-year-old boy. Did you guys know that? Which means that I'm the only real ghost story represented here tonight. So just keep that in mind. While these guys are all spooky, I'm the actual devil. All right, so let's start with the Stephen King guys. Carrie and Pennywise, invented by Stephen King. By comparison, I was invented by Satan. Pennywise. I've only walked out of 2 movies in the last 10 years. For real, me, the actress. This is my normal voice.
Wait, I'm confused.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. All right.
Underage. Oh.
None of it went down. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's a bunch of unrelated vignettes where nobody talks to each other about what they've just seen. It's like, a fucking painting comes alive, and a little boy's like, I'm gonna tell nobody I know. The other movie, for facts, the other movie I walked out of was Moonrise Kingdom because it was boring as fuck.
Follow Reagan's Rotten Tomatoes page for more hot takes.
Pennywise is a clown because Stephen King said that clowns were the scariest thing he could imagine. Which is bullshit. That's stupid. Like the number 1 fast food chain in the entire world has a clown as its mascot. They spent millions of dollars trying to find out how to sell food to children. And Stephen King thought about it for 30 seconds and was like, no, clowns are scary. I can't call clowns scary because, I've because I've seen scary shit. Maybe it should have been this viral video I saw on 4chan of an Indian guy who got half run over and lived for 5 minutes. I feel like Stephen King's never actually been scared. Clowns and prom queens are not scary. What is scary is the collusion of the Saudi government and the Americans post 9/11. You know what's scarier than a clown? Twitter replies that contain my actual home address. If Stephen King wanted to be scared, he should have seen this actual bruise I got on my vagina when I fell off my bike. I looked at it with a mirror and it looked like my pussy was rotting. True story!
Maybe it was just dying of embarrassment.
Oh, boy. Let's see. Oh, by the way, another thing I learned. Did you guys know that its mortal enemy, Pennywise's mortal enemy, is a turtle? A fucking turtle. Fuck Stephen King. That's stupid. Carrie is another supervillain he invented. Carrie. Her powers include having her period and freaking out about it. She got bullied and couldn't handle it and then murdered everyone at her school. The original title for the film was Columbine. Oh, cocksuckers! Carrie is a little white girl raised by a super religious mother. She has violent tendencies. If the movie was made today, it would just be called Trump Supporter. Fuck you!
Whoa.
I'm the true story of a devil hurt anyway.
We did not predict the
There's a-
alt-right audience. At
Hey!
Mayhem tonight.
How could she? How could she? Not Trump! No! There's a Carrie sequel coming out next year, which takes place 10 years after the original, and it's just her shouting "Blue Lives Matters" and burning a gay flag. Jigsaw couldn't make it tonight, but I wrote jokes about him, so fuck you. I'm the devil, so anyway. Jigsaw makes insanely elaborate puzzles. He built a reverse bear trap, which is, not elaborate. When somebody puts on a sweater wrong, nobody's like, that guy's a genius. So reverse sweater. His backstory sucks. Here's how the rest of us got evil. We got burned to death. We got possessed by the devil. We went crazy. Jigsaw's backstory is he's a former civil engineer who married a drug counselor and got colon cancer that spread to his frontal lobe, so he tried to kill himself and failed. Then he decided to become a serial killer and hired proxies to carry on his legacy while wearing his signature cloak. So Saw is like scary Kingdom Hearts. And then, just boo me again? Trump in Kingdom Hearts, oh no. How could you? I suck dick for a living. I'm from the only movie that was actually cursed. People died making The Exorcist. The director fired an actual gun at the actors. He attacked an actor, and he built my bed inside of a refrigerator. You can compare that to the scary part of Chuckie where he said, "You're a whore." Chuckie is only scary if the scariest thing in your childhood was that your parents bought you a Teddy Ruxpin. My parents were rich enough to buy me toys. Fuck you. It's my buddy, but dangerous. Meanwhile, today there are video games that simulate genocide every minute. As a child, I saw actual murders on the internet every day. Oh, this scary doll, what's it gonna do? My movie is so fucked up. There are legitimate frames of subliminal imagery. There are screams of actual pain because the actor fucked up somebody's back. And then he was like, put it in the movie. Oh, and they built my bed to cast shadows of penises on the wall. As a result, my movie is considered the scariest movie of all time. By contrast, Jason brought a knife to a space station.
This is like every bad LA cafe where you can overhear somebody bragging about their career.
Jason wears a hockey mask because the scariest thing to an American is a Canadian sport becoming popular. One of his movies is called Jason Takes Manhattan, which is also the porn name of the same movie. And I really can't talk enough about Jason X, where he's frozen, wakes up in space with a knife in space. Kills astronauts with his knife in space. Then he becomes metal. And is ejected out into space to fall to Earth 2. The original title of that movie was Jason's Writers Do Cocaine. Suck a dick. He fought Freddie. And I was really hoping that the one who would die during that movie would be me in the theater. Freddie is the terrifying monster with catchphrases. I'm the devil. I shout Latin in reverse. Freddie, in a film, killed a guy after shouting, "Now I'm playing with power," which is a reference to a Nintendo commercial in 1985.
Hell yeah.
Which means that Freddy, the character, when not murdering, is just sitting around and watching TV.
Gotta stay informed.
Nothing's so scary like a guy who's like, Fuck you, Geico, 15%.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I want to make a comparison. I masturbated with a crucifix in a film that the actual Pope called satanic. He called himself Super Freddie and pretended to be Superman while murdering a person.
I was high.
So I think we should say that if you've ever teamed up with the Ninja Turtles in a cartoon, you're no longer a bad guy.
Hey, let's keep people who live in the sewer out of this. All right.
All right, look, I'm gonna close it out. This voice is killing me. Look, the point is, there's a lot of pretenders that you're gonna see tonight, but only one actual demon-possessed little girl who killed 2 actual actors involved in the film, who died in real life because there's an Exorcist Curse. This is a real thing. I was kind of nervous. Anyway, the woman who does the voice of the little girl in the movie, here's how the Exorcist Curse works. Her son murder-suicided his actual family. All right, let's bring up Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, give it up for Regan from The Exorcist.